Malaysian community over 9 years. He also committed child abuse in Cambodia. In his blog, Huckle awarded himself, quote, pedo points, end quote.
Oh my god. He was counting them. Every kid he touched, he would tally them up and put tally marks. He was trying to be the LeBron James of sixth child that got tortured in prison.
This is Brett Peter Cowan, a murderer and a child rapist. On the 7th of December, 2003, on the Sunshine
2003? That's the year I was born, man. Maybe that's why I have bad luck.
Coast of Australia, Cowan, while on his way to get a mulcher from a hardware store, noticed a young boy on the side of the road waiting for a bus. It is here where Cowan would abduct the young boy before killing him and dumping his body in the nearby Glass House Mountains. Daniel Morecambe was just 13 years old,
bro.
Missing in 2003.
Rest in peace to Daniel Morecambe, bro. It's crazy to think that an average person could see a kid waiting outside of a bus stop being like, damn, hope that kid's safe. And in the meantime, there's a dude like this thinking, let me go take that kid. Like, these people's brains are operating on such a different wavelength, it's insane.
And quickly the case dominated the news headlines as a massive search was underway to find the missing boy. Daniel planned to catch the 1:35 p.m. bus to the Sunshine Plaza shopping center for a haircut and to buy Christmas presents for his family, but the bus had broken down.
Damn, man, this kid was trying to do a good deed, man. He was trying to get fresh and buy gifts for his family. Little did he know it would have been his last day, bro. Rest in peace.
A replacement bus eventually arrived. It didn't stop for Daniel because it was behind schedule, and the bus stop Daniel was waiting at was an unofficial one. The driver radioed the depot for another bus to go and pick up Morecambe. The driver and other witnesses later reported seeing 2 men near Morecambe. When the second bus arrived 3 minutes later, Morecambe and the men were gone. Cowan was approached by police because of his criminal history and his proximity to the area in which Morecambe was last seen. Just days after the disappearance, however,
So, basically, this is the bus driver's fault, man. Not to point fingers at anybody besides, you know, the 2 dudes or the dude who kidnapped them. But bro, the bus came late. That's a crazy butterfly effect.
Denied his involvement. Police had no real forensic evidence to charge Cowan with the abduction and murder of the teenager. It wasn't until years later where a covert police operation that had been used in Canada drew the attention of an investigator involved in this case.
We needed a dude in Canada to solve a freaking child pred case in America, bro. That shows we are fried, man. We're just gonna let them roam free, bro. With that being the case, bro, you might get touched next.
Procedure known as Mr. Big consists of police officers who pose as members of a corrupt criminal gang to gain the confidence of the alleged suspect, enlisting the suspect's participation in an escalating series of often elaborate fictional crimes, particularly theft, prostitution, and the drug trade. Once the suspect's trust has been gained, the police persuade the suspect to confess to the earlier real crime. Cowan subsequently disclosed his involvement in Morecambe's abduction, and the confession was captured on video.
So they got him to confess using like reverse psychology damn near, bro. They hired L to capture Light Yagami, basically.
For the next few days, Cowan led the undercover police officers to the site of Morecambe's remains. At the site, several undercover police officers arrested Cowan. On the 13th of August, 2011, Cowan was taken into custody and charged with Morecambe's murder. On the 13th of March, 2014, Cowan was found guilty of all charges. He was sentenced to life in prison.
Now this is where the juicy part happens, the good part, the part we've all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, because this video is not just about Preds who did what they did in unfortunate events. Recipes to the kid once again. We want to see what happens to that Pred when they get into jail, bro. Do they tear you open a new one?
The possibility of parole after 20 years. Prior to all this, Cowan had 2 previous convictions.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Y'all see this picture? Wrap it up, bro. You know what? You should be in jail just for taking this photo alone. My man's went, what are you doing, grown man? You look like the type to like kids, bro.
Sexually abusing children, the earliest dating back to 1987. While on community...
You've been touching kids for 50 years?
Service for drug offenses when Cowan was 18 years old. He took a 7-year-old child from the park into a toilet cubicle and raped him. In September 1993, while living at a caravan park with his 18...
How does he not get caught for that? No, bro. I gotta take a break, bro. I gotta take a breather. How does he not get caught for that? How does he keep getting away with this, bro?
While living at a caravan park with his 18-year-old girlfriend, Cowan lured a 6-year-old boy into an abandoned car yard and raped him. The boy was left in an abandoned...
Girlfriend, where are you, girlfriend? Yo, report this man to the police. No. If the girlfriend knew, she is complicit in this crime, bro. She should go to jail too.
The boy was left in an abandoned car in the bush with a punctured lung due to the force of the act and several cuts. The boy stumbled into a gas station, dazed and distraught, and the police were called immediately. While in prison, Cowan's life has been a living hell. On August 5th, 2016, Cowan was playing cards with other inmates in a prison common area.
Okay.
Fellow inmate Adam Paul Davidson poured a bucket of boiling water on
Let's go!
after a month-long plot to scar the f***ing grub for life. Davidson.
Bro, let's go, bro. Yo, this dude, Adam, are a hero, bro. If there was a real life Superman, if there was a real life Iron Man, it's you. He should get less jail time for doing this. I don't care what he did. Actually, well, depending on what he did.
Said. Cowan immediately felt extreme pain coming over the top of his head and down his right side. He began screaming and stood up. His attacker stood facing him, holding the bucket in his hands. Davidson then hit Cowan in the head 3 or 4 times with the bucket.
Let's go.
Cowan
Yes.
Davidson, why?
What you mean, why? You know what happens to Preds when they get into jail, bro. This is not new, interesting news, man. We all know if you're a Pred, you get to jail, you are getting the life taken out of you, man.
Did not respond. Instead, as Cowan tried to escape, Davidson threw the bucket at him. On the 4th of May 2018, he was attacked by inmates and stabbed in the ear and neck with an improvised implement and suffered superficial wounds.
Hell yeah.
Later that year, in August, prisoners started a riot in an attempt to attack Cowan.
Let's go, bro. They all hate his ass, bro. I bet he regrets it now, man.
Inmates heated up jam in a microwave and were planning to throw it on Cowan.
No way, bro. They seen a Pred and decided they're gonna beat him with boiling jelly. Like a heated up honey bun that people throw at homeless people. If you know, you know, bro. Heated up jelly, bro. That's damn near a grenade. Brief intermission. If you're enjoying today's video so far, please make sure you go ahead and smash the subscribe button. We're on the road to 70,000 subscribers. Thank you very much.
Exercising in an outdoor yard. They were also armed with a hot sandwich maker and sharpened broomsticks. Cowan was in the exercise yard when they started going off. They all went outside, a prison officer told the newspapers. However, the prisoners were stopped before they could attack the notorious child killer. It was a diversion. They didn't get to him, the officer added.
Damn it.
Jared Fogle.
45.
Jared Fogle became a pop culture icon in the early 2000s, becoming the spokesperson for Subway after having lost 245 pounds between
Y'all know this guy? The spokesperson for Subway.
1998 and 1999. Having factored Subway sandwiches into his diet plan. He appeared in more than 300 commercials over 13 years. He even established the Jared Foundation, a nonprofit aimed at raising awareness about childhood obesity through educational programs and tools presented.
It'd be the philanthropist, donation, kind dude, volunteering for child acts. The very next hour, we'll be touching kids inappropriately, bro. It's like he's trying to blend in, bro.
To parents, schools, and community organizations. On July 7th, 2015, the FBI and Indiana State Police investigators raided Fogle's Zionsville, Indiana residence. Arrested him on distribution and receipt of child pornography charges. Computers and other electronic equipment were removed from his home.
Oh my god, bro. I want to say some bad things, man.
August 19th, 2015, federal prosecutors announced they had reached a deal with Fogle in which he would plead guilty to 2 counts, one of distribution and receipt of child pornography, and one of traveling to engage in illicit sexual conduct with a minor.
Oh, it's not just freaking having the videos on your computer, your laptop, or whatever that makes you a freaking disgusting freak who needs jail time. Oh, you also went state to state to link up with a minor. They said this man was the spokesperson for Subway. He eats fresh. He likes things too fresh, too young. I hope they do him bad in jail, bro. Throw freaking hot boiling honey at his face, bro. I don't want to be able to recognize him.
And was sentenced to 15 years behind bars. Fogle stated back in 2007 to journalist and radio host Rochelle Herman Walrond that he found middle school girls attractive and how hot he thought they were. Children have such nice...
Have such nice what?
Pure bodies, he also said.
Oh my god, yo, that's so fucking disgusting. I might throw up right now. I might actually throw up.
Chilling recordings can be heard in a 3-part documentary.
Make them feel good, a little more touchy-feely. I want to spit on you, man. He probably likes that. You're freaking weird, dude.
Called Jared from Subway Catching a Monster, which premiered on March 6th.
Yo, Subway's catching a crazy stray. I know they're like, damn, we had this guy associated with us. Subway's just now known as the predator food.
2023 reveals Fogle also talking about a sexual encounter he had with a little boy in Thailand. Quote, "It was amazing. Oh, it was so hot, baby.
Oh my god, bro. I cannot stand to hear this, bro.
It was so
bro.
End quote. Despite his sentence, the justice in this case seems not to be served, as Fogle, speaking from inside prison for the first time, stated to pass time inside he watches NFL and college football, quote, "which makes the weekends fly by," end quote.
So nobody has gotten to him yet. Yo, prisoners, bro, if you're watching this video somehow, if you're an inmate watching this video, hey, what's up, Mr. Prisoner? There's a dude who needs to be put down like a sick dog, man.
Quote. He also stated, quote, "I also read the New York Times every day and read all kinds of books, especially historical.
We don't
fiction.
care!
I still love to laugh and smile," end quote. So yet again, like in most cases of pedophiles behind bars, it's the inmates that have to serve justice. In January 2016, Fogle was attacked by fellow inmate Stephen J. Nig.
Okay.
He struck Fogle multiple times in the face with a closed fist. Fogle sustained a bloody nose, scratches to his neck, and redness and swelling to his face, according to the prison incident report. Jimmy Nig of Denver.
Jimmy who? Jimmy Nig? And he's white? You know what? We'll allow it, bro. You're doing a good job, man.
Nig's nephew said that his uncle attacked Fogle because he was frustrated by his own conviction and the fact that Fogle has been using his celebrity status and money to get special treatment.
I mean, regardless of your motivation, you did a good thing, so I'm not gonna say nothing crazy.
Stephen Nig, after attacking Fogle...
Yo, stop saying his last name. Just call him Steven, man. Just call him Steven.
...get rock star treatment, receiving fan mail and other forms of love from sex abuse victims and random people on the outside.
Oh, Steven. Okay. I thought they were getting fan mail to the dude who's a predator.
Richard Huckle.
Not this dude, bro.
The worst cases of pedophilia in history. Richard Huckle was arrested in 2014 at Gatwick Airport as he returned home from Malaysia, where he committed most of his crimes. Dubbed the country's worst pedophile by
in
British
history,
media, Huckle posed as
the worst predator in history, mind you. And guess what? He actually is. Like, at first I didn't believe it. No, he is, bro.
Photographer, English teacher, and philanthropist to win the trust of families in poor communities across Southeast Asia. He had confessed to abusing children on a blog he published on the dark web, an area of the internet not easily accessible to the general user. Huckle posed as a Christian English teacher to groom and abuse children, including one as young as 6 months.
6-month baby, bro. You like 6-month babies, bro. What do you see in 6-month babies, bro? Yo, somebody needs to cut this man's balls off and feed it to him, man. Like, I don't even know.
Poor Malaysian community over 9 years. He also committed child abuse in Cambodia. In his blog, Huckle awarded himself, quote, pedo points, end quote.
What? I didn't even know that. What is that? What do you get points for?
On a type of scorecard, claiming to have abused 191 children.
Oh my god. He was counting them. Every kid he touched, he would tally them up and put tally marks. He was trying to be the LeBron James of child
victims to pose with signs to advertise his business, and wrote a 60-page guide entitled Pedophiles and Poverty Child Lover Guide. In 2016, Richard Huckle was sentenced to serve 22 life sentences for the abuse of nearly 200 children between the ages of 6 months and 12 years. He wouldn't last long in prison. Only 3 years later, he was killed in cold blood by fellow inmate Paul.
Freaking deserved, bro. Shout out Paul
Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald used an electric cable to strangle Huckle before forcefully inserting a pen into his brain and breaking Huckle's jaw. He also raped him using a kitchen utensil to insert into his anus, and then using a pen with a blade attached inserted into his brain via the nose in an attack that lasted over an hour in his cell. The guards found Huckle gagged and bound by his hands and feet with severe injuries to his face with an incision made on his neck from a shank made with a melted toothbrush. The attack was described by the prosecution as a prolonged attack, also designed to humiliate and degrade Huckle.
Oh my God, that is the most gruesome description of a crime like that I have ever heard. I'm still in shock, bro. How do we even feel about that? Like, damn, if anybody deserved it, it was Huckle.
Gerald, who was discovered by prison staff straddling Huckle's body and surrounded by a pool of blood, later admitted that he had wanted to cook and eat parts of Huckle's body following the attack.
Yo, that dude might have just wanted to kill somebody. I don't know.
David Osias Ramirez. David Osias Ramirez was a 56-year-old convicted child molester who was currently serving a life sentence for lewd and lascivious molestation. His victim was an 11-year-old girl who was convicted in 2013. Ramirez was killed inside his Duval County jail cell on Tuesday, July 30th, 2019, after he was beaten and put head first into the cell's toilet.
Good shit.
Ramirez was allegedly killed by convicted murderer 43-year-old Paul Dixon.
Paul Dixon. Dixon, we all support you. Dixon, we love you. We love Dixon. Okay, shout out to Dixon.
After the pair began trading insults and then punches. Authorities say that Ramirez was killed after a, quote, verbal altercation became physical, end quote, according to the sheriff's department. They wrote, quote, the suspect killed the victim in his cell. A third cellmate was present and witnessed the murder, but refused to speak when questioned.
Damn, no snitching. Hey, yo, Paul, you got a good homie.
End quote. Milton Orkopoulos. Milton Orkopoulos is an Australian former politician who was convicted of child sex offenses.
Okay.
Orkopoulos was a member of the Australian Labor Party and served as a member of the Legislative Assembly in the New South Wales Parliament from 1999 to 2006,
Damn, okay.
representing the electoral district of Swansea. In December 2006.
Swansea? Where is that?
Orkopoulos was arrested and charged with various child sex offenses, including supplying drugs to minors and sexual intercourse with a person under the age of 16. The charges related to his interactions with young boys, some of whom were in state care. In May 2008, Milton Orkopoulos stood trial and was found guilty of 28 charges, including 7 counts of sexual intercourse with a person aged between 10 and 18.
28 charges and 7 counts of 10-year-olds. You're going to hell, man.
Supplying drugs to minors and indecent assault. He was sentenced to 13 years and 8 months in prison with a non-parole period of 9 years. The case attracted significant media attention and sent shockwaves through the Australian political landscape.
Wow.
He was released on parole in late December 2019.
Released? He's out right now? He's walking around? Yo, he's gonna touch another kid. You guys be careful, bro. Especially if you're a young boy.
15th of June 2020, Orkopoulos was arrested and questioned by NSW police over further historical sex offense allegations. He was charged with a further 28 offenses from the period 1993 to 2003, standing trial in March 2023. He was found.
I bet he thought he got away with it, bro. He was like, yeah, they just gave me parole, man. I'm out, I'm a free man. They're like, oh, wait a minute. Didn't you touch more kids? Come on back to jail, bro. If I'm him, I'm not going back to jail. I'm running off London Bridge, bro.
Guilty of 26 offenses and is awaiting sentence. In June of 2023, while awaiting a sentence, the former NSW labor minister had been treated for multiple injuries after being bashed in prison. Corrective Services NSW said its officers initiated a medical response about 12:15 p.m.
And he's old, bro. You know he feels those injuries.
Tuesday at the Metropolitan Special Programs Center at Long Bay Prison after an inmate was found with suspected head injuries. Orkopoulos was then taken to a Sydney hospital and treated for head, body, and leg injuries.
Damn. That's gonna do it for today's video, man. Conclusion, don't be a predator. And if you are a predator somehow watching this video, your time is coming. You're going to jail and you're gonna get destroyed in jail by some dude who's 6'5", 300 pounds and ready to spread you open and put it inside, man. Also, I wanna say, rest in peace to some of the kids who passed away. Another thing is like, yo, these predators get really famous for what they do, and it probably feeds their ego. Meanwhile, the kids that they touched and the kids that they harmed will have to forever live with the fact that some old dude violated them. Nobody knows who they are, really. They're not famous, and they're just gonna be traumatized. I think that being a predator is probably the most disgusting, selfish thing you can do in the world, man. That and like rape, they're gotta be like the top 2 worst things you could do. Unless there's something else that I'm just not thinking of. But that's gonna do it for today's video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, join me in the scrolling description. Make sure you sub to the channel, run those 7,000 subscribers. Sub to the main channel description and follow the IG also in the description. That being said, have a great rest of your day. It's Love It All. I love you. I'm out.